Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew with Lens of Pens podcast. We are out here at the Aurora Theater, the event hosted by BACE to celebrate Black History Month. And we've got not only a creative, but we've got his creative, I'll say...
Director.
Exactly.
Art lover, art collector, art dealer.
All that and then some. So first, share with us the name of this creative artist right here.
Yeah, Kolongi Bradford.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then...
Shay Free, the one and only.
So Shay, since I guess we're going to do a little bit more of the talking, which is fine. Mm-hmm. So Shay, tell us a little bit about the artist and some of the motivation, inspiration behind his artwork.
Gladly, it's my pleasure. So I just connected with Kolongi, and Kolongi is a brother man from Barbados, from the islands, and he's inspired by the Pan-African movement. As you can see, his artwork displays a lot of Pan-African and even spirituality. And why this is important, and me as an educator, why this art is important to me and why I'm just so proud to be an art lover, art collector, and art dealer, is because his artwork is educational, right? We got pieces like this Ibrahim. This is one of his new original, one of a kind, and it showcases President Traoré of Burkina Faso, sitting on that throne, but also we got the spirits of the great ancestors from the pharaoh and the queen. Then of course, because he's backed by a strong military force with the Black Panther, just very powerful, the two lions, and then of course the drinker symbols that each have their own meaning. But then again we come to the spirituality. This is Daniel's lion's den, and those that know the story of Daniel, it depicts Daniel coming into the lion's den with handcuffs, with chains, but the lion still giving him that respect, right? So his artwork is really educational, that it gets you started in conversation, right? This is another one of his major pieces. This is artwork on the print, right? But this one is called Summoned by the Ancestors. And like when I talk with children and people, his artwork makes us look up to our ancestors instead of looking down, like how we're taught to look down onto them. So that's why it's important that we're here, because his artwork is spreading a message to look up and honor our ancestors and make sure we show them that respect.
And I'm glad you walked through that, because art really is capturing a moment, but it's also a form of storytelling. Mm-hmm. And like you said before, a little bit of history, a little bit of looking back, but using it as a springboard to look ahead. So let me ask you this, with this month being one of those months that we accentuate, Black History Month, what do you think made it so important for the artist to be here and be in support of today's event?
Well,
a lot of people love to see the artist present, so most of the time they like to be present, to showcase their art. And as she said, I've dedicated my life to be a voice with fine art for the Pan-African movement, and that's really I'm all about. It's my story.
And I tell you what, in addition to hearing from the artist and hearing from you,
art dealer,
we can also see, like you said before, art really is a form of storytelling. It really is. And just like writing's a form of storytelling, or music, or what have you, art does the exact same type of thing, just using a different medium or a different form. So let me ask you this. In addition to finding out more about the artist, website, things along those lines, does the artist have any events on the horizon? Let's say, how sometimes you'll have that artist talk or things along those lines.
Right, we're definitely in organization to promote an art exhibition that we're planning. Also, we do pop up at different experiences, like the Selma, the March on Selma that's coming up in March.
Yes. You're probably aware of that also. The Jubilee.
The Jubilee Harambe Festival. So we do a lot of pop-up experiences. And what I'm finding out is that when we actually go out of state, people are more attracted to the art because they're not exposed to this Pan-Africanism in other cities, other states where there's still a lot of us as Black people. But here, being in Atlanta, we're exposed to this type of information and messaging. So, but we get more impact out of state, right? Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I tell you what, I appreciate you both sharing your story of impact. Again, what's the best way to continue to connect and engage with the artist?
Right, the best way to connect with Kolongi is by Instagram, And you can go to his Instagram, and his tag is Art by Kolongi, and that's spelled ARTBYKOLONGI. And then you can find me at I am Shonda Freeman, and I'm an educator. So I actually promote education through the raw literacy learning concepts. And raw is an acronym for them 3 R's of learning. For those old school people out there, that's reading, arithmetic, and writing, and that's the acronym of raw, right? And so you can find me at I am Shonda Freeman on Instagram.
Well, I tell you, I appreciate you both taking
Yeah.
time to share your story of impact. Best wishes for today and beyond.
Thank you.
Thank you.